What's going on, Sly Nation? This is your man Sly back again with some Destiny love, and let's send that love back to Vanilla Destiny. It was late 2014 and spilled into early 2015. The air was cool and the days were short, but OP Exotics kept all of our hearts filled with the warmth, and we knew at that singular moment in time's never-ending rhythm that an exotic worthy of the title would bestow itself into my inventory, and that it did. Oh, those were the days when we actually had to grind for exotic gear, and there weren't a lot of them out there. Each one was special and arguably OP as balls. Well, get ready because they're on the way back. Yes, my good people of YouTube, Bungie is slowly keeping their promise, and I am nothing but pleased over here. If you've been with the Destiny community over the past years, you would recall the shockwave of sadness that flowed through us as we heard that a lot of exotics were getting left behind in Year 1 for the Year 2 launch. Now, a lot of Guardians heard the craziness exotics left behind in Year 1, but they didn't catch on to for the launch of Year 2 part. In countless articles leading up to the Taken King, there are small interviews scattered here and there, quite a few of them mentioning that Year 1 exotics will not be immediately available in Year 2, but will slowly trickle in throughout the rest of the year. However, due to Xur hustling Galahorns in record numbers at the end of Vanilla Destiny, the only thing heard was Left Behind. Although right now they are slowly adding in old exotics every week, we have still yet to see any old weapons make a late breakthrough. Time will tell if they hold true to the every exotic is dear to us motto and rework some of the weapons back into Year 2. Before I get off track, there are some amazing pieces of exotic armor that have sneakily shuffled their way back into relevancy. So, let me introduce you to some of those long-awaited returns. Now, before I begin, all of these exotics are as of November 2nd. If you're watching this weeks after it's posted, it might have been updated fivefold. I will keep you updated as soon as another batch has been introduced. So, let's start off big. Let's hit up the good ones first. Bones of AO are back. As you can see from the capture image here, the most loved legs in the world are ready to be yours again. Defense start off at 280 for 310 for all of these, so even late into the second year, they can still be a relevant addition to anyone's inventory. I love these boots, and so does everyone else. Welcome back, Bones. Let's move on, show the Warlock a little love, and all I have to say is... The Ram is coming back, and even though it was nerfed a little, it's still a great helmet that will once again, you will be seeing a lot of in the trials. Now, on to the Titan. This class seems to have some of the best ones coming back. There is no holy balls, the blank is here again. Nonetheless, each of these exotics are awesome in their own way, and depending on the type of Titan you like to run, each one has their own favorite exotic. I'm just going to dump all the Titans out there for you, so let's welcome back the Armamentarium. The double flashbangs and rushing juggernaut shield is on the way back. One of my favorite looking pair of gauntlets in the game, Ruin Wings, will be dropping ammo all over raid bosses once again, and to match up with my second favorite looking gauntlets, the feedback fences are also making their way back to the 310 category. Finally, two helmets, the Glass House and the Eternal Warrior, and a pair of boots, the Mark 44 stand-asides, and that rounds off the list of the Titan gear. Don't worry, all you hunters and warlocks, there are more of your exotics left, and let's finish up with the hunters and then move on to the warlocks. So, on top of the Bones of AO, hunters can look forward to the Lucky Raspberry making a return. Kefri Sting Pinchy Pinchers and the Radiant Dance Machines. Finally, let's finish up with the Warlock, and we can look forward to seeing the Apotheosis Veil, the Purifier Robes, wow, everyone's going to be pissed after hearing these are coming back, and two gauntlets, the Nothing Manacles and the Sunbreakers. Keep in mind that this is a list that is updating all the time. It may look like the Titans have more stuff transferring over from Year 1, but this list doesn't include the Year 1 gear already available, like the Mask of the Third Man or the Skull of Dire Ahamkara. Anyway, if you look at the entire picture, it's dead even. All three classes have just as many exotic pieces as the next. It's just that Titans have more helmets and boots, and Warlocks have more chest pieces, but the numbers are very similar indeed. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed the trip down memory lane. If you want to see these for yourself, check out Bungie.net and go ahead and head over to the Armory. Now, something worth remembering is that all the exotics being brought over to Year 2 have been reworked in one way or another, whether cosmetic improvements only or an overhaul of its perks entirely. For an example, well actually a couple good examples, the Ram has been nerfed in Year 2. Its increased armor went from +5 to +3, and an example of fresh armor just arriving with changes are the Mark 44 stand-asides. While the core perk of having a longer shoulder charge is still there, they added a tighter turning radius in addition to its intrinsic perk. Not a significant change like the no backup plans, but a welcome change nonetheless. I haven't looked over all of them, so if you notice any new additions or subtractions to the incoming exotics, let the nation know in the comments below. Tell us what has changed or what you would like to see back in year 2, and that's it guys. Hope you enjoyed it. I for one cannot wait to get the year 2 version of the bones, the ram, the purifiers, the feedback fences, and the rune wings. Well, even though that's pretty much all of them, what can I say? I love my exotics. So if you're a new viewer, thanks for checking out my video. Stop and say hi in the comments below. We always welcome a new Guardian to the Sly community. As always, feel free to add me on Twitter, Sly Nation, or on Google Plus under the same name. And if you're watching this right here and right effing now, then you, my exotic loving friends, are the biggest badasses that this video will ever see. Thanks for watching. Deck the halls with exotics, and this is your man Sly. Done, gone, and out.